Hey, thanks for watching. This is the second video. This is my recap of the GAPS Introduction Diet Stage 2. I've just finished and I'm now transitioning from Stage 2 into Stage 3. So I'm just going to give you just a quick overview of how it went for me on the Stage 2. Brothy. Not much has changed. Seriously, Stage 1, Stage 2, I was going through Stage 1 like, oh, I can't wait to get to Stage 2. It's pretty much the same thing. Don't fool yourself. The only major difference, I was reading in the book here, is I'm now adding raw egg yolk into my meals, which is good because then it kind of gives you a little bit more, it's a little bit more of a filler. Okay, so yeah, the only main difference between Stage 1 and Stage 2 is raw egg yolks and casseroles and stews. That I didn't really get. I mean, what's the difference between a soup and a stew when you're only, you have a limited amount of food that you can eat anyway, so... And a casserole, I wasn't really sure. Me and my wife were kind of trying to figure it out. But so I kind of just stayed on the soups, same kind of meals. I did just a basic chicken soup with veggies. So just boiled, cauliflower, broccoli, squash, and then chicken in broth. And that's what I had. Again, like I mentioned in the previous video on Stage 1 there. Meatballs. They are, I don't know why, but I just crave them. Not really crave them. I crave coffee. But as far as the foods I can have, meatballs I found are really good. With that cauliflower, just puree cauliflower and then just add meatballs. It's really good. Boil the meatballs and the cauliflower. It kind of gets you away from the brothy taste of the soups. So that I liked. The other thing is tea. I've been drinking a lot more tea. Trying to limit my amount of honey. The first time I had honey was I think on day 4 or 5. And yeah, that was like my mind kind of cleared up a little bit more. Didn't have as much of a fog. So that was good. Yeah, Stage 2, it sucks. Same with Stage 1, very difficult. It's funny because I will randomly think I'm still just living a normal lifestyle, and I'll go like, oh, I'm gonna have a coffee now, it'd be great, and then I have to catch myself like, oh right, that doesn't exist anymore for whatever amount of time. So just keep that in mind. You still will get these kind of urges to to have the food. But so how have I been? It's been good. I've been, I went through Stage 2 pretty quickly. It only took me, I would say, maybe 4 days. Really, you're not adding too much, so you go by pretty quick. Unless you have an egg sensitivity. If you don't, then it's great. I had, one raw egg for the first day. Didn't have any kind of bloating or problem with my digestion, so went through that pretty quick. And then so now I'm transitioning on to Stage 3. So yeah, I think I went through it in 4 days or something. So which is good because Stage 3, squash pancakes. I'm telling you, they are so good. Like don't think other people think they're good, but me being on the GAPS diet, they're awesome. Yeah, just go easy. I kind of went pretty hard on them really quickly, and I kind of had some gas and my stomach wasn't very easy. It was upset a little bit, so just kind of go a little bit slower once you get to that stage. So things that helped: tea and actually smelling things. So I was making my wife an Americano, and I just smelt it as intensely as I could, and I felt like it kind of, it's not like it satisfied the craving, but it kind of just felt good. Like I could, smelling something other than broth. Because when you smell, you know how you can taste it a little bit? And it just kind of, I don't know, like opened my senses up. So I've been smelling a lot more foods, things that I can't really have. And it kind of helps, makes me feel like I'm kind of participating in. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, but that's the way it is. Another thing about stage 2, I have not really had any naps actually. Like I was mentioning, stage 1, it's pretty hard on you and you're really tired. But with stage 2, for me personally anyways, yeah, those first 4 days, 5 days were really hard, but with stage 1, and now I'm done stage 2, but I didn't have to take any naps and I wasn't as tired. And I'm not sure if that's just because I'm having, a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, well, probably 3 teaspoons maybe of honey a day. I don't know if that's kind of helping or not, or just my body's now kind of adjusted to living like this. Not sure, but if you guys have had similar experiences, let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys are going through. So that's just a quick recap of stage 2. Subscribe, like the video, comment please if you have questions, or if you've done the diet before and you had things that worked well for you. Let me know. I'd love to hear some of your guys' secrets, and I will upload a video as soon as I'm done stage 3. Oh, my hip just locked. Oh.